What is the most important thing in your life? And it's not what we really think. Now, if you're watching this video, you're probably at a stage in your life where you're done with an old cycle and you're ready for a new cycle. And in this video, I'll talk to you about what I've come to understand about people's priorities in life and how that has changed since you get older, you change locations, change jobs, and what's really the most important thing in life. Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Jason Yuan, and on this channel I teach you about self-help, spirituality, integrative medicine to help you live a happier, healthier life. Now, if you have noticed, if everyone has noticed, there have been big shifts on the planet, on our collective consciousness, and on us individually this past year. And, the only thing guaranteed in life is change. And how we want to change is really up to us. But eventually, if you don't pick up the signs, if you don't pick up the signals, life will eventually find a way to change it for you. And again, in the midst of all this change, we can shift, we can transition in a either happy, enjoyable way, or in ways that might be a little bit difficult or challenging. And this is why it's so important now to look at your priorities in life and see how this matches with the change. Because as we get older, different priorities come up in different stages in our life. For me, myself, in the early 20s, I thought that getting a good job, building up my financial safety nest, right? Networking, trying to become and push myself to be the best person that I can be, which is fine and all right. But as you get older, you realize that time is the most valuable asset and resource to all of us, because time is something that we all have, but we don't necessarily spend it equally the right way. And what do I mean by that? So a lot of us, if you feel like you're not where you want to be in life, where you seem to be either pushing too hard and not getting the results, or falling back and staying in your comfort zone, eventually life finds a way to stabilize this. And it helps you to do this by the people and the experiences that continue to show up in your life. And for me, nowadays, how I approach life is now, what am I doing on a daily basis that makes me feel happy? That makes me feel happy as I transition through these changes. And a lot of the times we focus on the big goals, the big aspects, right? Like, we have to move to this new location. We have to find this new job. We have to, find a new relationship, whether it's with friends, family, intimate relationships, And what I've come to realize is that it doesn't have to be so big. It doesn't have to be so grand, and it doesn't always have to show on the outside. What's most important is your inner state of being. And there's a great quote from Bashar, who's a channeler, who says that your external circumstances do not matter. What matters is your inner state of being. And it took me a while to really understand that, but I've noticed in this past year, although, again, job, location, relationships, might not changed a whole lot, but my inner state of being has changed a whole lot. And what I mean by that is how I become aware, how I perceive my reality, how I take in certain emotions and thoughts based on my reality, and how I process that and how I conduct myself through those experiences. So, and that's something that is hard to measure, but it's up to you. It's up to you to see and find out, because at the end of the day, right, all of our experiences are going to be so different. And sometimes the negative things might be the best thing for us. The positive things might be not the best thing for us. But how you navigate that really solely depends on your inner state of being, okay? And how you process, how you use your time is so important because time is finite in this physical body, in this physical world. And by changing your state of being, you naturally shift. You allow yourself to almost redial the television or radio tuning, right? You shift into a different person and you attract a totally different reality. And at the end of the day, we're all spiritual beings living this human experience. And we're trying to figure out what is our goal? What is our objective? What makes your life happy? How do you feel fulfilled? And that's going to be different for all of us. But the underlying theme to all of this is, again, your inner state of being. And how you conduct yourself from this place is going to be so important because it's going to allow you to process and enjoy the time that you have at whichever stage of life you're in right now. So, again, the summary of this video is how we can use and become aware of our inner state of being to truly help us prioritize the things that are important in our life, and how we can navigate all these changes on a collective level, on an individual level, to really help us, live a happy, fulfilled life. And so, if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment down below. What is one thing that you have noticed about yourself? It might not be external again, but it's an internal change. What is an internal change that you have noticed about yourself this past year? And give yourself a lot of credit for it because, again, it's not the most obvious thing, but it's subtle and it's powerful. And one of my friends told me this, and I'll end the video on this. It's like you're a satellite, right? But you're a satellite orbiting around the Earth. But just a 1 degree angle shift in how that satellite orbits will completely change the direction and destination of how that satellite orbits. It could change it hundreds of miles or thousands of miles just with a small shift in its angle and how it's moving. So, and I think that really sums up this video, right? Your inner state of being should be your priority in life because that is permanent, that is always there, and that is the foundation for all of us. Take care, and I hope to see you in the next video.